Welcome to my rich life. I'm Nadine, and this channel exists for one reason: to help you build a life that feels rich. Financially, yes, but also in terms of autonomy, security, and long-term thinking. Not hustle culture, not surface level abundance talk, but real tools, real habits, and real systems that make your money work harder so you don't have to. Today, we're talking about one of the most overlooked tools in personal finance, the high yield savings account, or HYSA. This is one of the lowest effort, highest impact decisions you can make with your money. And yet, most people are still keeping their savings in accounts earning 0.01% interest, essentially just parking their money in a place where it slowly loses value. A high yield savings account changes that. It's not exciting, I know. It's not flashy. But it does do what most people want their money to quietly do in the background, which is grow. No risk, no guesswork, just smarter structure. In this video, I am going to break down why you need a high yield savings account now, not later, what to actually look for in a good one, and the 3 options I recommend most, which, spoiler, are Ally, Marcus, and SoFi. Each of these accounts has a different strength. I have used all of them, I have tested them, and I will be walking you through which one fits which kind of saver, so you're not just making a trendy choice, but you're making the choice that fits your personal strategy. Let's get into it. Let's talk about why a high yield savings account, or HYSA, actually matters. If your money is sitting in a traditional savings account earning 0.01% interest, I hate to break it to you, but it's not just sitting still. It's actually losing value every day, thanks to inflation. Here's what that means. If inflation is running at 3 or 4% and your bank is giving you basically 0 interest, then the purchasing power of your savings is shrinking. Slowly, quietly, invisibly. That emergency fund you thought was enough, a few years from now, it won't go as far. That travel savings you've been building, it'll buy less in the future. It's not a crisis, no, but it's a slow leak, a trickle, and that adds up. That's where the HYSA comes in. These accounts offer interest rates that are 10, 15, sometimes 20 times higher than a traditional bank, often in the range of 3.5 to 4% APY as of this recording. And the best part, there's no catch. These accounts are FDIC insured, just like your regular bank. They're easy to access via transfer, and they're not invested in the market. So your balance will not go down, and your money isn't at risk. It's just a smarter container for your savings. Same dollars, smarter structure. So why does this matter? Because whether you're saving for an emergency fund, or a big trip, or your dream home, or just building a cushion between you and stress, every dollar you save should be doing something for you, working for you, compounding in the background while you live your daily life. A high yield savings account won't make you rich overnight, but it's one of the easiest financial upgrades you can make. No new job, no side hustle, no risky investment, just a smarter decision about where your money sits. And that alone can make a huge difference over time. Let's start with one of my absolute favorites, Ally Bank. This was actually my first ever high yield savings account, and to this day, it's still the one I recommend the most. It's reliable, flexible, and designed with actual savers in mind, not just people looking to park cash. Ally is built for the intentional saver, the kind of person who likes to organize their money around goals, structure their thinking, and stay motivated by watching progress build. The standout feature here is what they call buckets. Buckets let you divide one savings account into multiple subcategories without opening multiple accounts. You can label each one. Suppose you want to label them Emergency Fund, STAD 2026, House Down Payment, Cat Surgery Fund, whatever you're working toward. I make a lot of personal use of the bucket system, and it's genuinely helpful. It's not just a gimmick, it's a clear visual way to track goals and to make sure every dollar has a job. The interface is cheerful and bubbly, but not overwhelming. It's purples, rounded buttons, simple charts, just a pleasant space overall to interact with your money are very soothing to me. It doesn't feel like you're staring at a sterile bank dashboard. It feels like your financial goals have a home, and that home is friendly. Here's what Ally offers. First up, they have around 3.5 APY at this date. They have no minimums, no monthly fees, roundup features, recurring transfers, and automation tools that make it incredibly easy to stay consistent. Honestly, it feels like a digital vision board for your money, but backed by a serious, secure online bank with a long-standing reputation. Out of all of the accounts I've used and tested, Ally is still my favorite high-yield savings account. It's simple, it's effective, it respects your goals, and it makes saving feel like something you actually want to do, and not something you're forcing yourself to do. Next up, Marcus by Goldman Sachs. Marcus is the no-frills option. No bundled perks, no lifestyle marketing. Just a solid high-yield savings account with strong rates, reliable institution backing it, and zero distractions. Now, when it comes to the interface, Marcus is elegant and understated. The design is built around clean lines, calming blue tones, and a minimalist layout. There's nothing flashy, but that is the point. It feels mature, steady, and trustworthy. If you want your bank to feel like a well-tailored navy suit instead of a neon tracksuit, Marcus might be the right fit. It's ideal for someone who just wants a place to park their money safely without thinking about it. And here's why it works. They offer around 3.65% APY at the time of my making this, no account fees, no checking account required, backing by Goldman Sachs, which means FDIC insured, and they are serious about infrastructure. But let me tell you something petty I feel about Marcus. When I was 18, bright-eyed and ready to start saving, I filled out the full application for a Marcus account, typed in all my information, hit submit, and what did I get? We apologize, but we are not able to offer Marcus to you at this time. No explanation, just a polite rejection and a phone number. So I actually called. I got a customer service rep on the line who, bless his heart, basically just repeated the same line. No real explanation and nothing I could do. Honestly, I was offended. Like, how dare you? I was ready to build wealth with you. So what did I do? I immediately opened an account with Ally, and they welcomed me with open arms. No resistance, no weirdness. I've held a soft spot for them ever since, and honestly, I held a grudge against Marcus for years. But a few years later, I decided to try again, mostly because their interest rate was a little higher. And this time, no issues. They gave me an account instantly. So I no longer hold the grudge, but I also never forgot who actually had my back when I needed a savings home. Ally. Now, here's something unique about Marcus, and it's both a plus and a minus, depending on your money habits. You can't attach a debit card or credit card, and you can't write checks from Marcus. That creates some friction if you want instant access to your money. But that's actually a huge benefit for a lot of people. If you're someone who feels tempted to spend whenever you see the money in your account, Marcus gives you some breathing room. It slows down the urge to spend. You can't just swipe your way through your savings, but there's a trade-off. You also can't electronically deposit checks into Marcus. So if someone pays you by check, you'll need to deposit that somewhere else, then transfer it to your Marcus. I personally keep my Marcus account linked to Ally. That way I can funnel money between them as needed. That being said, Marcus really is a great option now. So if you're okay with a little structure and even welcome that extra layer of discipline, Marcus is an excellent place to just set it, forget it, and let your money grow. Marcus is the calm, collected adult of the high-yield savings account room. And finally, SoFi. If Ally is for the planner and Marcus is for the minimalist, SoFi is for the modern multitasker, the person who wants to manage their entire financial world in one place seamlessly. With SoFi, you're getting up to 3.8% APY as of right now, but only if you set up direct deposit. You have free overdraft protection, early paycheck access, cashback, investing, student loan tools, even career coaching, all within the same app. It's a full ecosystem. Checking, savings, investing, credit, everything under one sleek digital roof. For someone who wants control and convenience, SoFi is hard to beat. And something that stands out right away is the interface. SoFi's design is playful, colorful, and highly interactive. It's full of bright gradients, little celebratory animations, and bold typography. This is the neon tracksuit. And for some people, that matters more than you'd think. If you're someone who needs some color and excitement to stay motivated, or who wants saving to feel more like some little game and less like a spreadsheet, this might actually be exactly the kind of app experience you're looking for. It draws you in. It keeps you engaged. It might be the perfect bank to combat Gen Z's non-existent attention spans. But here's the trade-off. The highest APY only applies if you set up direct deposit. If you don't, the interest drops to about 1%, which, let's be honest, is still better than most big-name banks, but nothing to write home about. And I'll be real with you, I don't get direct deposit into any of my accounts. I move my money around manually based on how I budget and allocate funds. So for me personally, SoFi ends up being the least exciting of the three. It's clean, it's polished, it works well, but without that direct deposit, you're not getting the headline APY that pulls people in. That said, if your paycheck's already going into your bank account each month and you don't want to think too hard about where to store your savings, SoFi might be your most convenient option. At the end of the day, your savings account is not just a vault, it's a partner in your financial growth, and a high-yield savings account is one of the easiest upgrades you can make. It doesn't require a new budget, it doesn't require more income, it's just a smarter home for your money you already have. So whether you're drawn to Ally's structure, Marcus's simplicity, or SoFi's all-in-one power suite, you really can't go wrong. The key is just to stop letting your money sit idle. If you're ready to make the switch or even just add on to your current banking experience, I actually have some referral links for all three accounts in the description below, and depending on which you choose, there are some extra perks. With Ally, you'll get $100 when you sign up and meet the deposit requirements. With Marcus, you'll get a 0.25% interest boost for your first 3 months, and with SoFi, you'll get a $25 bonus just for opening the account through the link. So if you've been meaning to set up a high-yield savings account but just haven't gotten around to it, take this as your sign. Make your money elegant, make it efficient, and make it work for your rich life. If you're ready to move your savings into a high-yield savings account, let me know in the comments which one speaks to you. And if you already use one of these, I'd love to hear about your experience. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell, and send this video to someone whose money deserves better. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.